So the second card we're going to look at today is using our triple triangle card shape. Now this is your card base. You've also got all your mats and layers, you've got all of your embellishments, you've got your corners, you've got more triangles, you've got everything that you need just there. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut your card shape. Now you need 2 of these shapes to make a true triangle card. You're going to be able to create so many different designs with this. Don't worry. You're going to look at this and you're going to use this bit. You're going to use the mats and layers. It's a really versatile. This is one of the best ones I've had for a long time. I've been able to see other shapes. Now these are cutting blades and these are scoring blades. When you get them, you'll be able to see there's a definite difference between the blades, but don't worry about that for now. Put that on there. Now this will cut through 2 layers at once, and I've been doing that quite a lot. It goes through 2 layers of 250 or 300 GSM, but I've got 1 here already, but you will go through your 2 layers. Right, I'm going to get some red liner tape because I need that, and I'm going to cut my second one here. So all you need to do then is score on those score lines that I just showed you. So it is easy. Oops, I've just not quite got through there. Just a minute. There we go. Right. Why did that not cut? There we go. Let's just do that. There we are. Right. Move that out of the way. And then we're going to fold it back on itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it back on that score line just there. There we go. And if you need to, just get your bone folder and just burnish that. And then I'm going to fold back on there. Now if you're worried about which direction, I think I probably, yep, I've gone the opposite way to begin with. I can then just do it a second time in the right direction, and that's going to really enhance those scores. So take this one, fold it forward. You can see straight away that's another card shape there if you wanted that to be your card shape, but what we're actually going to do is fold that one back. And then I'm going to turn this one over, open it back out flat again, but you've done your folding and your scoring. Put a little bit of my tape on the back. This would actually work equally as well just with wet glue. But I'm just going to, for speed, put some red liner on, pop that on there. Your tape runners would work perfectly here. Okay, so pop my red liner on, make sure it's nicely burnished down. You can always see with red liner when it is. And then it's a lot easier to get the backing off, not like on that last project I was faffing around on. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm going to take this one up to here, and then I'm just going to pop it one on top of the other, and I'm just going to make sure that they are perfectly lined up. Just after saying that, let's just lift that slightly. There we go. Perfect. And so now it's almost like a gatefold card, but it doesn't quite meet in the middle. You see there? Now all I've done then is I've just cut out some green card from the green card pack and this from my foiled paper pack. I'm going to bring in the foiled paper pack. I want to show you this. Look at this. Gold foiled printed paper pack. 270 GSM, so it's not really paper. Look at the 8 designs. So you're going to get 4 of each. Look, it's really beautifully embossed. I love this. This is one of the prettiest paper packs I've seen in a long time. I love this one just in the green. That's going to work with all of the flowers. Then we've got the trailing lobelia, and again still with the gold coming off the top. Then the one we're using now, so we've got the lobelia across the top, and we've also got the morning glory coming down there, but we've still got our gold, the fuchsia and the bamboo, the fuchsia on its own. Look at these, aren't they gorgeous? And then the clematis with a bit of fuchsia in as well. Those are your 8 designs. That to me is a must. Sorry. So we're going to take that and we're going to pop these onto our card. Now if you want to put these on with foam tape, go ahead. I'm just doing this for now with wet glue because I think that would be enough. We can then pop that one on there. And now there isn't a die to cut these, but they're just regular mats and layers. So I just measured out the centre and then just cut down some mats and layers to fit. Regular cut. Now what I want to be careful of is, that's it, make sure that my morning glory is hanging down and not up, because that would really annoy me. And also I love that I've cut it out purposely So I got the gold foiling in there. Now these are all with the mats and layers, so you've got the perfect triangles that will fit in here. You've also got a lovely little border die. Let me just see if I can get it off the mat. There we go, which would fit beautifully down there if you wanted to cut that as well. But you know, cut as much or as little as you want. And then I'm going to pop this corner embellishment on here. So this was cut out of the bottom of this piece of cardstock. So slightly different pattern on it, but it's just that the cardstock has so many designs within it. And then pop that one on there. Then we're going to take this one, and you can see I've just added little foam pads behind here just to add a little bit more interest. And then we've got this gorgeous panel here. So we're just going to cut and glue that down, just cut it out of white, just to add a little bit of interest. Now, if you want to go in, and I've done it on one of my other demos for the TV, is I've then gone in and I've picked up some of this pin dot detail with like gold pearl drops, so that it matches in with my gold foiling, and you can do that too. Just hold that down. You might just have to give it 1 minute to hold down because it's coated cardstock, so it just takes a minute for the glue to soak through. So if you think about it, with your things like your bookbinding glue, it soaks in, and if you've got an untreated or uncoated cardstock, it'll stick to it a lot quicker than if you've got a mirror card or a coated cardstock, because it's got to get through those layers to stick down. So just press that down, oops, smudging the glue, and press that on there. There we go. So that is my card decorated. Again, oops, I've just flicked that off. If you want to decorate those, then go for that as well. Let's pop that back on. Totally flick that off. Now what I've done is, from the same card set, I have cut this green matte layer and I've cut this beautiful doily effect. So we can pop some glue behind there. Now that's going to stick really easy because this is uncoated cardstock. So we can pop that one on there like that. Now if you've got a really small stamp, you could put that in the middle. I didn't have one that small, so I've just trimmed down a sentiment that I had. Thank you for everything you do. And I put that in the middle. And it's quite nice just putting it white on white. Obviously you can put a green layer on if you wanted to, but I just thought white on white would look beautiful. We take that. Right, so let me cut out some of my charisma. So I've got all of my charisma here. I want the morning glory. There it is. Look at how many you get on a sheet. So let's just trim that out. Always, personally, I will always trim it out before I pop it through my die cutting machine. And then you can pick up the die. Now for each of these dies, you're going to get the foundation die as well. Oh, that's from my cardstock. I don't want to get rid of that. And then we can bring this in, pop that bit in the bin. That bit's going back on my mat. And then, where's my charisma gone? There it is. And then my die fits perfectly onto there. Can you see? Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Now, where's my cut tidy? It's disappeared. Maybe we won't use it. I'm sure it won't need it. Just me, I like to use cut tidy at every possible opportunity. So you've got this. So again, if you wanted to, you can, that's not stuck down. You can use the matte layers. You can cut into these and create decoupage. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to cut. Oh, I didn't need cut tidy. What was I panicking about? There we go. Take that one off here. But isn't this a lovely card shape? It's something a little bit different. It's a size that I would possibly not normally use myself, but I just think it's so, so nice. It's an unusual shape, and it really gives you quite a lot of capacity to do designing. So take those. Let's get my foam mat. I'm going to get my largest ball tool because I just want to add some shape. Now remember, if you wanted to, you can cut into these and create decoupage to add even more dimension. But then just shaping around the top and the third one. Now you see I've not stuck my sentiment down yet, and that's quite deliberate. So let's pop these ones on. So we're going to pop one on on the left. If you wanted to, you could put your matte layers, your foundation layers behind if you want to really sort of try and make them pop out a little bit more. But I quite like having it so that they almost blend into the Morning Glory on the background, and then pop that one just there. Now that could easily be enough, but I think, who said less is more when more is also more? We can pop that on there. Now before this glue sets, I'm going to take, I've just got little bits of my bamboo, I've trimmed it down a little bit, and I'm actually going to take that and I'm going to lift this up. Let's just give it a bit of a shape actually, I think. Actually, no, I'm going to change where I'm going to put that. I'm going to pop that down at the bottom. So, because this was going vertically, we're now going to have it horizontally. So let's just lift these up at the bottom, and then we can have the bamboo coming out at the bottom. There we go, just to add in that greenery. It still works, it's still important to anchor everything down. And then I can put my sentiment on. How are we going to do that? We're going to do that, I think, with glue gel. When I've put that on, I'm going to lift up these. I'm going to lift these up. I'm going to put that up. That's not very centre, is it? I just drop that. Put that there, and then I'm going to pull the Morning Glory. Let's actually have that one a little bit lower than the other two. Around just there. How about that? Oh, straight sentiment is even better. There we go. How about that? I think that is really pretty. That is my triple triangle card. Look at all that detail in the centre.